Moscow to be able to poke the United States in the eye. This is obviously something that the Russians are going to try and make use of for their own political purposes. But I think there are deeper questions here as well, and where we don't know the answer. Did, in fact, Russian computer scientists in some way aid North Korea? Are they part of a larger North Korean cyber warfare program? Are they simply benefiting from watching how the United States responds to this? I think a lot of questions about Russia and China, while we're on the subject, remain to be answered.
And when you talk about it, Russia is really kind of, in the driver's seat in so many ways, and looking and watching to see how we react, what steps we take. This really has far-reaching international implications because of all the players involved: Russia, China, the United States, North Korea, everybody watching like chess moves.
Right, and that's why I think simply dismissing this as vandalism or kind of a low-grade kind of problem is potentially a mistake. Obviously, a lot we don't know in the public domain. But it seems to me if the FBI is right, and they've said North Korea was responsible for this attack, we need to treat it very seriously, because it's not just an attack on the movie industry, which is maybe the least important of our industries, but it's something that I think exposes the risks that our private sector now faces from cyber attacks, the risks of disruption in finance, communications, power, aerospace, and defense. And I think the United States needs to respond more than proportionally, as President Obama said. I think we need to be thinking about creating structures of deterrence,
what do you suggest?
Not just against North Korea. Well, in the case of North Korea, we've apparently already disrupted what passes for their internet system. It's laughably small. I think it's North Korea is engaged here in asymmetric warfare against us. I think we need to turn the tables on them, put them back on the list of state terrorists, really enforce the existing financial sanctions we've got against them, work with others to do the same, and I think demonstrate whatever way we can politically and through other cyber techniques and sanctions that we're not going to tolerate this. The signal we have to send goes beyond North Korea. It is to Russia and China, Iran, and others. Don't do this to us.
What kind of meetings, what kind of conversations should we be having with China and with Russia in light of these events?
Well, I think right now we need to be telling them that we understand they have their own significant cyber warfare capabilities, and that we expect them to watch what we do to North Korea and not be coming after us the way they have. I'm afraid, though, despite the best efforts at NSA and elsewhere in our government, we are way behind where we need to be, both in terms of defense and offense. And, in the cyber world, as in other aspects, they're really mirror images of one another. We need more defenses, both in government and in the private sector, and we need a far greater willingness to use cyber warfare against those that might think about attacking us.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have to do some restructuring within our departments of intelligence, et cetera, to maybe devote more resources, manpower, and dollars, because this is the wave of terror in the future, and we need to get ahead of it instead of be behind it. I agree with you, Ambassador. Thank you for your time tonight.